I've got a secret recipe for you. Okay, so probably is not much of a secret, but it is a wonderful recipe. It is elderberry cough and cold syrup. And I love this recipe. I know that people tweak it a little here and there. I'm going to show you my version, and I love it. It tastes so yummy. And I've got to tell you, elderberry is just liquid gold for your immune system. Well, okay, liquid purple, but it supports your immune system, and I'm going to show you how to make it. Let's go. What are you going to need? Dried elderberries, whole cloves, cinnamon bark or a cinnamon stick, fresh ginger, make sure that you grate it, water, raw honey, a mesh strainer, cheesecloth, funnel, a medium-sized saucepan, and glass containers to put this healthy goodness in. Place 6 cups of water in your medium saucepan. Add 1 cup of dried elderberries, 1 to 2 teaspoons of cloves, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon bark or a cinnamon stick, 1 to 2 tablespoons of grated ginger. Just depends on how strong you like it. Stir it up and then bring it to a boil. Once it's boiling, stir it again, reduce the heat, and simmer for 45 to 60 minutes. Now you'll want to watch your decoction because you don't want it to boil away. In the end, it will yield 2 to 3 cups of liquid. While your decoction is simmering, get your mesh strainer, and I have a wonderful funnel that also has a strainer in it, and a glass container to put it in. Never use plastic. For the first strain, I like to just pour it through the mesh and get out all the liquids. And pat down all the ingredients to release more of the liquid. You don't want to waste a single drop. Elderberries contain high levels of vitamin A and C, as well as antioxidants. Let the berries and other ingredients cool while you get out your cheesecloth, or you can even use coffee filters. If using cheesecloth, cut a big enough piece to place the berries in. Gather up the edges of the cheesecloth and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze until you get every drop of this healthy goodness out. Yes, you will end up with purple hands. You can use gloves, but I just don't like them. I'm always concerned that some of the plastic that they make it with is going to end up in my decoctions. How do you get rid of the stains? Wash the dishes by hand. Next, get a glass container that you can mix everything up in. Place 1 to 1.5 cups of honey in it, depending on how much of the decoction you had left over. You can adjust that honey. A quick warning about honey. Don't give preparations made with honey to children under the age of 12 months. And the reason is that honey can contain spores which can germinate in a baby's immature digestive system, and it can cause infant botulism. Now for the final strain. Put a piece of cheesecloth over your funnel and pour in your decoction. Along with stimulating your immune system, elderberries are an anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and antiviral. Ginger is an expectorant, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial. It's very warming and drying. Cinnamon has antibacterial properties. It helps against fungal infections. Both ginger and cinnamon calm your digestive system. Clove has antibacterial properties and boosts your immune system. Honey is an immune booster, anti-allergy, helps with your sore throat, and just a wonderful cold remedy. Make sure to squeeze out all the juices from the cheesecloth, getting every last drop, and then mix it up well. Depending on your yield, get 2 to 3 glass containers to store your elderberry syrup in. During the cold and flu season, you can take this syrup daily to support your immune system, or you can use it to soothe a scratchy throat or ease an irritating cough. You can also take this during a viral infection to help decrease the duration of the illness. Now it's time to label your decoction with the date, the name, and the dosage. You can use a paper label, but I prefer to use a paint marker. It's actually easier to get off. I suggest getting a journal that you can put notes about your recipes in and any adjustments that you make. Now you're ready. At the first sign of a cold or flu, take 2 teaspoons every 3 hours. Keep your decoction refrigerated and it will keep up to 4 to 6 weeks. Making your own syrup leaves out everything you don't want from the over-the-counter stuff and adds a special ingredient in: love. Here's to your health.